audio. Hear me okay? What's going on, social media family? I'm checking all my live feeds right now. I'm currently live on 6 different platforms. I want to say what's up. Shout out to everybody. Comment down in the comment section if you guys can hear me okay. I'm going through my platforms right now to make sure that you can hear me okay. I am doing this completely all on my own. I always say that I'm doing something new, but this is completely something new. I'm going live right now on so the way that my pages stack up, if you don't know, first of all, my name is Corey Brim. I own a company called Sugar Rim Bar. And if you do not know, the way that things stack up for me are, if you guys can let me know in the comment section, if you can hear me okay. Okay, so you said you can hear me on here. Cool, thanks. If someone can let me know on TikTok if you can hear me, and if someone can let me know on Instagram if you can hear me, and if you guys can let me know on Facebook and YouTube if you can hear me okay. So right now I'm going live on all these platforms, and I don't have a podcast equipment. I don't have a mixer. I'm literally using my computer and my cell phones. So and my microphones. Thank you for those yeses. Thank you for the yeses. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay, everyone says that they're good. All right, so I probably don't need to check my audio. If you guys are saying that, if y'all are saying everything's good. Let me just make sure, though. You guys are saying that we're okay, right? Everyone's saying that we're all right. I appreciate that, man. Thank y'all for letting me know. All right, bet. All right, cool. Look, so check this out. Across these platforms, if you do not know, on my largest platform is Facebook. I have been on there for over 15 years. I go live or post just about every day, pretty much just about every day. I have over 58,000 followers on that platform alone. Then my next platform with the highest number would be TikTok. I have over 35,000 followers on that. I don't go live on TikTok as much as I should. With that many followers, I should be going live on TikTok. I should be treating TikTok just the same way, giving it the same energy that I give to Facebook. Then my next platform after that would be YouTube. And on YouTube, I have 29,000, almost 30,000 followers on YouTube. And then on my 2 personal, I'm missing one page. On my 2 personal Instagram pages, I have 6,800 followers on one page. I have 7,100 followers on another page. And then my 2 Facebook pages, my business page on Facebook, I have 6,800 followers on that page. Between all of those platforms, I have over 140,000 followers. That is crazy to me. Now, I'm not saying that each and every person, like right now across these platforms, I'm not saying that actively 144,000 people are watching me right now. I'm not saying that. But I am saying this. I see people jumping on these platforms every day, making content, trying to get followers. Like, this is what they do for their real life. And they're full-time influencers. I am not a full-time influencer. The money that I make is from Sugar Rim Bar. However, knowing that I have this captive audience, I'll tell you what, if you guys can help me out, put a 1 down in the comment section if you understand what I'm saying. If you had the opportunity, sound like Eminem, right? If you had one shot, if you had the opportunity to get your voice, your product, or whatever you offer in front of 145,000 people, put a number 1 in the comment section if you understand why I need to actively become more aggressive in using these platforms. Put a number 1 down in the comment section if you understand that I have at my fingertips at any given moment the opportunity to put my business, my life in front of 145,000 people. And I'm not saying that every single person is going to watch or follow me. I see the ones coming in. So we're into the 2nd month of the year. What I told myself this year was, I'm going to start leveraging these platforms a whole lot better. What that means is I'm going to make content. The same thing that I've been putting on Facebook, the same thing that helped me get to 58,000. There were some other factors and things that helped me get to 58,000 followers on Facebook. But why can't I take these platforms and give information? The same way that's what I did on Facebook. I was giving away information on Facebook. And I think that's why a lot of people follow me. But there are other platforms that you guys are watching me on that I don't share a lot of this information. So my question tonight is, what is our plan for 2025? I'll jump right into what I'm saying. Feel free to ask me some questions. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. I'm looking at all the platforms and I don't really see any questions just yet. But what is your plan for 2025? Here's why I'm asking that. Now, before we go any further in any of these conversations, I do not have an agenda, okay? I'm not selling you anything. There's nothing for you to buy. There's no link in my bio. You guys don't have to cash at me any money, okay? I'm doing this because I'm being who I needed. Are we clear on that? Are you guys, are we okay on that? Now, I don't have a political agenda. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not trying to overthrow anything. Even though what I may say may seem to come off that way, it's not. I had an amazing life, right? Was married, kids, a whole nine, right? I lost that life, lost my job, lost everything. I had to rebuild my life over again. That was over almost 20 years ago. Knowing what I know now, the information that I have in my head now, I should have been making these videos on day one. If I would have been doing what I've purposed myself to do right now in front of this camera and give you information, this is what I should have been doing on day one. So what one of my hopes would be is that someone out there watching this video, you can learn from my mistakes. You could gather information from my missteps, my miscalculations, and then the things that I've learned over these years, which I'm going to share with you now. And also, look, I got a blank piece of paper, just so you know. There's no agenda, right? It's just I just want to take some notes. I want to keep my train of thought, and I know a lot of things that I wish somebody would have taught me. Okay, so let's just jump right into this. All right, so check this out. With this new administration that's being ushered in, I don't know exactly how many days we are into this new administration, and this is not an attack on the new administration. So don't even think that I'm about to take a political turn. I'm not. Every new administration, whether it's Democratic or Republican, they all come in with their own agenda. They all come in with their set of goals and their ideology and their things that they're going to move and do over the next 4 years. Here's what I don't see happening with us. What's our plan? What is our plan? What is your plan for your family? What is your plan for your finances? What is your plan when another something, COV, happens? What happens when there's a natural disaster in your area? This is what I think I've been working. One of the things that I think that I've been working so hard to get to. I think there needs to be information, whether I do it or we join together or you join me in this journey. We need to start helping each other. We are now living in an age where I'm sitting in my home in front of my computer with these devices in front of me, and I'm communicating openly with 145,000 people, potentially 145. That's power. That's real power. And remember, I'm not asking you to buy anything. This isn't a masterclass. This isn't a mentorship. I'm saying, what's our plan? I have my pen and paper ready, and I'm asking, what's our plan? What's your plan? So the first thing that comes to mind, right, is what's happening out in the world is we got to get our money right. Whether you agree with me or not, you are living in a world that is controlled and ran, a matrix that runs off of money. All the systems, everything, whether we're talking education, housing, food, shelter, whatever we're talking, it's all fueled by money. We got to get our money right, okay? We got to get our money right. One of the ways, there's a couple of things that I want to go over, and this is all, and feel free, listen, I know I'm talking, but please feel free to make some comments and chime in. I want to get your feedback. I want your insight on some of this, all right? So a few of the things in order for what I see is happening is I was predicting within the next 2 years that things are going to get tight. I'm not trying to pump fear into you right now, but things are going to get tight as a business. Businesses are no longer, there's no free flowing waterfall of money anymore. Okay. The PPP stuff is over, the grants, the loans, they're tightening up on all of that. Do you guys agree or do you disagree? I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not trying to play some future Swami. I don't know, but do you agree? Number one, if you agree. Number two, if you don't, do you agree that something's happening? Like I don't have all the knowledge, but I can feel something happening. Put a number one in the comment section if you understand what I'm talking about. Like something's happening. I'm not trying to pretend like I know, but money's getting tight. Inflation isn't happening. Eggs is $15. You know what I'm saying? The same $100 that you took to the grocery store is not the same $100 buying you the same amount of food, right? Are we in agreement with that? I see ones. I don't see ones over here yet. Are you guys, put the number one if you agree that something is happening. Put the number two if you think everything's okay. There's no right. This is a safe space. All right. There's no right or wrong answer. No one's going to judge you. All right. Don't attack anybody because they disagree with you. Put the number one if you feel like something out there is happening. Put the number two if you feel like everything's okay. All right. And I know there's a 10 to 20 second delay depending on which platform is coming through. All right. So look, I see a lot of number ones. If you put the number two, that's cool. I want you to understand it's a safe space. But there's something happening. And I don't know what it is. I'm not going to pretend like I do know. I do not know what it is, but I know money's getting tight. I know companies aren't having lavish happy hours like they used to. They're not taking trips like they used to. No one's spending. They don't have extra vacation money, extra expense money. Everyone's tightening the belt a little bit. You can feel it. Now, if we recognize that that is happening, what are we doing? We're not doing anything. We haven't changed our spending habits. Are y'all listening? Are you understanding? We have not changed our spending. So why would the people that are running things, the corporations, the billionaires, why would they roll back prices when they're having record producing? They went up on eggs and they're selling more. We're buying more eggs. Go and watch. You're watching videos of people on Costco buying cold trays full of eggs. Okay, I'm using that as a wild example. But you get what I'm saying? We have to, please, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. We have to change our dynamics with money. We have to understand that what's going on out there, we have to change the relationship that we have with money. And what I'm proposing is for the next 2 years, I just say that we just need to take a little chill pill and we need to work on us. Over the next 2 years, which I don't think I thought that we had 2 years, but I'm being very honest with you. I don't think we have 2 years. I think we need to actively, right now at this very moment, we need to change our relationship that we have with money. We don't have extra money to buy new cars. We don't have extra money to take exotic trips. Not for the next 2 years. We don't have money to spend on frivolous things anymore. So what I'm proposing is, why don't we take the money that we would have spent and invest that into ourselves? Pay down your debt, fix your credit, add something of value to your life, gain an asset. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? For the next 2 years, could you commit? I completely understand that everybody's not in agreement with me. I get it, y'all. I get it. I'm not trying to win over all 144,000 of you. I get it. But there's some people out there, you got to feel this energy that I'm putting through these mediums. We got to change our money. We have to change our relationship with the way we spend our money. We can't. I just made a post today. I told you, look, yesterday, I went and bought my team lunch. I just went to Chick-fil-A and I just bought 5 chicken sandwiches and 1 grilled chicken sandwich and 6 fries. That came up to $65.93. That's almost $11 per person. There's no more $4 meals anymore. There's no more 4 for $4. They're getting rid of the dollar menu. You understand what I'm saying? So what they're doing now is they're squeezing us. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? They're squeezing us. And so a night out now for 2 people is now approaching the $200 mark. Dinner and a movie, $200. And you can't escape it. You know, y'all dig what I'm saying? You can't escape it. Now what happens when you go home? Now they got you hooked into Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Amazon, Instacart. You see what I'm saying? And it's $7 here, $9.13. They're bleeding us out slowly. So we need to go on the offensive, because what's going to happen, what has happened multiple times, not once or twice, multiple times throughout history, what has happened was, soon as they get us to where they got us, they're going to listen to me, y'all. I'm not foreshadowing. I'm not trying to be, like I said, I don't have a crystal ball over top of me. I've lived 50 years on this earth, and I've seen it happen within my lifetime over and over again. They're going to knock the legs from underneath us. Do you agree with me? Think about before the pandemic. Think about how your life was. Think about how you were leveling up. Think about how you were working out. Think about how you were eating good. Think about how you were traveling. Think about everything. You were getting ready to do something. I'll tell you what, in the comment section, if you're not afraid, put what you were getting ready to do before the pandemic happened. You were getting ready to launch a business. You were getting ready to write a book. I'm not saying that you didn't do it. I'm just saying right before the world shut down for 16 months, you were getting ready to do something. What were you getting ready to do? You were getting ready to, you had saved up. You were getting ready to take a trip that you had never taken before that was going to change your life. Come on, talk to me. What were you going to do? Write down in the comment section what you were going to do before they shut the world down. Tell me. What sort of move were you getting ready to make that was getting ready to set you up financially, spiritually, mentally? You were getting ready to be set up for a whole nother year. You were about to do a play that was a 6-figure play. It could have been in real estate. It could have been in selling cars. It could have been in whatever it was. You were getting ready to do something. You were getting ready. I'm telling you, you were getting ready to launch a podcast. You were getting ready to write a book. You were getting ready to open up a brand new business. You already have a business. You're going to open up another business. You were getting ready to do your nonprofit. You were getting ready to apply for a whole nother grant. You were getting ready to get a set of capital that was going to launch you into a whole nother realm. And what happened? They took the legs out from underneath us. They yanked the wind from our sails. It's going to happen every single time. I'm not making this. I told you, I ain't got nothing to say to you, okay? But we got to come together. I have a platform with 145,000 people. It is my civic duty. It's my responsibility. It's my moral obligation to give people the information that I didn't have. And I don't know everything. I know a lot more than I did when I started on this journey, but I do not know everything. One of the first things I did, and I'm going to be a little bit all over the place if y'all forgive me, but one of the things that I see, a big thing that I see is even now, even in 2025, and we all know this, we're still out there dealing with bad credit. The last time I checked, my credit score was an 835, 840. Not a flex. It was a 494. But now, no matter what happens out there, I have to still be financially responsible. I still have to do my due diligence. I still have to be a shepherd of the blessings that God has given me. But with an 840 credit score, I can go out there and pretty much get whatever I want within reason. So if I wanted to make a play tomorrow, I want to buy a laundromat. I want to get a vending machines. I want to get ATMs. I want to buy another investment property. I want to go to an auction and buy 15. All these dreams that you have, you're tied into this matrix. This matrix runs off money. Cash is only going to take you so far. I know you've been to a bunch of seminars and all that kind of stuff. Cash is not king, okay? And you've heard the thing. If cash is king, credit is the throne that cash sits on. You've heard that before. We have to start living these things that we've heard. You know this stuff. Everything that I'm talking to you right now, the reason that this frequency is vibrating within your soul is because you're in tune with what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying is true in your core, but you're not practicing it. We're not practicing it. We're not practicing group economics. We're not practicing community in the totality of it. Okay, because I know somebody's going to, we always get that one person that jumps on here and be like, yeah, my credit score, that's cool that your credit score is a 700. What about the rest of us? It's fantastic that I'm on these platforms telling you that I have an 830 credit score. What about the rest of you? What about the rest of the people who come from the same environment that I come from? What about the rest of the people that look like me that don't have the same opportunities that I have? What about the people that are out there struggling to make ends to meet and you can't? solely because of your credit. There could be other factors, but I'm just saying, because of your credit, you're in a living situation. You can't move your children from where you are to where you want them to be because you can't qualify for the place that you want to live in. That's mind-boggling to me when we live in this day and age in 2025, when you can do something about it. And I think, again, let me just take a note to myself, that's a missing piece. That is a missing piece that I see, because I'm talking to people every day too. A missing piece is we don't. Do me a favor, if you guys are following me right now, somebody in the comment section, type this for me. Type this for me. We have to write these things down, man. You got to scribe this stuff, okay? Right? The written word is powerful. The written and the spoken word. We got to time together. You'll hear this word and you'll hear people say this. Write this down for me in the comment section, y'all. People tell you this. They're going to tell you that knowledge is power. You've heard that, right? You believe that. Somebody write in the comment section, knowledge is power. I'm going to write it for you too, okay? We'll do it at the same time. Knowledge, sorry about the camera shaking. I'm moving my desk. Knowledge is power. Okay? Write that. Hey, Cleveland, Ohio. How you doing, Mocha girl? Valencia, how are you? Safana, good evening. How are you? Knowledge is power. Teddy, Vernon, what's up, man? Thank you, Denitra. Knowledge is power. You've heard that. Thank y'all for writing that. I appreciate that. And thank you for the heart on there. I like that. Knowledge is power. Listen to me, y'all. Knowledge is not power. Okay? Write that for me, y'all. You wrote knowledge is power. Key next thing, right? Knowledge is not power. Come on. Come on. I'm giving you free gems, free jewels. These are free gems. This stuff is life-changing. Changed my life completely. Knowledge is power. And then I want you to write knowledge is not power. N-O-T. Knowledge is not power. Okay? Where we at? Again. Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Miss. I can't see my, I got one bad eye. It looks like Miss Garrison. Thank you, Miss Garrison. I appreciate that. Mocha girl, thank you. Knowledge is not power. Okay? Now here's the final phase that I want y'all to do. And this is key. This is key, clutch key. I'm writing it down for myself, okay? The third and final thing, listen to me. The application of knowledge is power. So knowledge is power is what you've been taught. Okay, that's what they've been pumping that into you. Knowledge is power, knowledge is power, knowledge is power. The reprogramming, the deprogramming that we have to do, the deprogramming in the mind. Knowledge is not power. Write this down. Come on, y'all. You got to write this down. You got to write. Listen, I know it sounds crazy. I know you may not believe me, but you got to write this down. You have to write it, say it, think it, believe it. All part of moving to the next level. The application of knowledge is power. Because how many times have you met someone who knows a thing, but they don't apply the thing? How many people have you ran into where they're so book smart, but they can't move through the streets? How many people do you know that they have every answer to everything in the world, but their life is in complete shambles? They're not applying the knowledge. This is fundamental. I'm giving y'all, I'm talking about fundamental stuff. Application of knowledge is power. So I believe, just in my humble opinion, the difference between me and a lot of other people, I am not the best, whatever. I'm going to keep doing and trying every single day. No days off, no vacations. I'm going to go hard every single day. I'm going to apply the things. So if I have an idea like this, like you can't even see this right now. I wish I could turn it around, or maybe I'll take a photo of my setup. But why can't I go live on all my platforms? Why do I need to call someone or set up some podcast studio? I need an internet connection. It's like my mind. Break it down to the simplest form. It's the application. It's the I know I need an internet connection. I know I need to be connected. I know I need good visual. I know you need to hear me, right? I need good lighting. If I can just conquer that, I can build from that. How many people right now listening to my voice, have you thought of something that you wanted to do? You've thought of a business that you wanted to start. You thought of a book that you wanted to write. You thought about the podcast. You thought about the business cards. You thought about the email. You thought about the flyer. You thought about the design. You thought about how you want to decorate or whatever. It's all in your head and you haven't implemented it. The only difference is I'm the type of person who's going to implement it, whether it works or not. Whether I screw the two things together and they fall apart, so what? You're keeping it in your head. Get it out of your head, apply the knowledge that you have, and see what happens. You have to apply the knowledge. I'm going to make more content like this to push you further, because I'm not doing this from some selfish sort of thing. I need to connect. I'm over here on this little island all by myself. God did not tell me I'm supposed to be alone. I'm going to build a tribe of individuals, a tribe of people that want to move forward. Why are we not growing our own food? There's two things I'm going to write down, which are going to be key, essential in the future. The first thing is water. Why aren't we collecting rainwater? Someone's going to look, you're going to have people tell you this. Remember, I told you this live is going to be all over the place. So don't try to have any rhyme or reason with it. Okay. What's your plan in 2025? What happens? You're going to hear people tell you it's illegal for you to collect rainwater. Who's snitching on me? Who are you going to go out and tell that you're collecting rain if it is illegal? Who are you going to go tell and say, hey, I got 500 gallons of rainwater in my backyard? Why is it anybody's business to know that? It poured down raining today. Poured down raining. How much of that could you have collected? Just for your garden. Not telling you to drink it. I don't want to hear about listen to me. I don't want to hear about the microplastic leaching into your water. I don't want to hear about the dirt that's coming off of your gutters and then that distraction. Because our food has been altered, our air has been altered, our earth has been altered, our clothing has been altered, our laundry has been altered, our soap has been altered, our toothpaste has been altered, the pipes that are coming into your home, the water that's coming through, you think that's clean? But when someone says, hey, let's get a little rainbow together, let's make our own solar panels, let's grow our own garden. Distractions to stop you from getting to the next level. Y'all with me? Are you with me? Every time you want to level up, every thought that you have, there's going to be an equal, opposite, opposing devil energy to tell you to stop doing that. I want you to push past that. Water is going to be an issue. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but water within our lifetime is going to be an issue. I don't care if it's in a plastic bottle. If I need it to survive, I'm drinking it. Your food is going to be an issue. Just look, I'm 50 now across these platforms, these platforms that I'm on. Facebook is the land of the dinosaurs. Everyone on there is 40 and over. All right. YouTube, you're a little bit younger. Instagram, you're kind of like Facebook. TikTok, younger generation. I'm cool with TikTok. But look, for all you other dinosaurs that are like me, remember when you were younger? I'll tell you what. In the comment section, somebody just said the city of Chicago supplies rain barrels and encourages the use of them. Absolutely. In the comment section, I want you to do me two things. And remember, I know that there's a 20-second delay. In the comment section, the first thing I want you to do is, did your family, you, your uncles, or your grandmother, someone in your family, when you were little, did they have a garden? Yes or no? Comment the word garden. Don't say yes, because I'm not going to know what that is when I watch the replay. Write the word garden. When you were little, did someone in your family have a garden? Write the word garden in the comment section. Did your grandmother grow tomatoes? Did she have a rose bush? Apple trees? Pear? Look, you were in the hood. You were not in the country. You were in the hood. Did you have an apple tree? Type the word garden. I see that on these platforms. Look in the comment section. Do you see these people typing garden? Do you see that? Do y'all see that? The second thing, and again, type the word garden if this happened. Do you remember being little when you were younger and walking on the street and blackberries were they were wild blackberries. They were cherries. There was honeysuckle. Do y'all remember grabbing honeysuckles and sucking the honeysuckle right off the tree when you were little? Do you remember walnut trees? Walnuts. Do you remember type the word garden? You would just walk, you were just in the hood, walking around, and there was fruits and vegetables. Just, you remember the watermelon man? Remember the man, the dude would sell watermelons? Type the word garden. Plums, thank you. Peaches, lemon trees. These were in the hood, not in a garden. They were literally, you were walking on this, you were going to school, and the sidewalk was stained with blackberries. I'm not the only one. Type the word. See, do you see someone says pears? I see that. Those things don't exist right now. Within one generation, our generation, within one generation, those things don't exist in our communities right now. Now, I'm not going to sit here for an hour and pontificate about why they don't exist. They don't exist within our communities right now. Most people, I know you got a garden, but it ain't nothing like what your uncle had back in the day. Most people don't have, we're not growing our own food. Most of us are not growing our own food. We are going to the store and buying mint and basil and rosemary and thyme, things that you can grow right in your windowsill. Why? How many videos are you going to watch? And listen, while I'm talking to you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not pointing a finger at you while three fingers are pointing. I'm in this conversation with you. How many heads of lettuce are we going to continue to grow? Nothing wrong with going to the store, but why don't we just try to hedge our bets a little bit and just start growing our own food? How come when we eat a tomato, we throw the seeds away? How come when we peel a pepper, you toss the seeds away? Hundreds of seeds. You cut a pepper, you take the seeds and you toss them in the trash. They got us. They did a number on us, man. They did a real number on us. You're eating an apple. Toss the seeds away. Why? Why not just take that seed and plant it? If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Why not just take out a couple of seeds out of a cucumber? Lord knows you can't even find a watermelon seed anymore. What is your plan for 2025? They have a plan. They have a plan. And when I say they, remember, go back. I'm not trying to put like black, white, Republican, Democrat. I'm talking haves and have-nots. They have a plan. And if we do not come together, we do not start acting and start moving our money and moving our credit and start saving and thinking about our future and start working on it and stopping our kids from falling into these pitfalls that we fell into. They've planned for the next 3 generations. We're planning for tomorrow. Stop throwing the seeds away. And you know they're messing with the seeds now. Come on, we don't have to go down that route. You know they're genetically altering the seeds. Stop throwing the seeds away. Just let it grow. Grow your little lemon plant. Grow your couple peppers. Try some cucumbers. Get some squash. Do a little watermelon. Just roll it. It's a viney thing. It'll grow 100 feet, but just wrap it up. Try some squash. Do some zucchini. Put some tomatoes. These are the things I'm talking about. What is your plan for 2025 when they obviously, clearly have a plan? These people are making millions, if not billions of dollars every single day. And we're just trying to put gas in our car. You're just trying to put food on the table. You're just trying to cover the bills. Let's start moving from a space of struggle and start moving into abundance. I believe abundance is out there for all of us. I believe that come on. And I'm coming to you like this. I run an event business. But just for the next, I'd say 2-3 years, let's not buy another flat screen TV. Let's not make these millionaires and billionaires even richer. Like, trust me, y'all, they got enough money. Like, they want more money. You dig what I'm saying? Like, they have everything in the world and they still want more. While we're going, Even me owning my own company, I'm still working 100 hours a week. You're still going to work, working for someone, and you're slaving. I'm just saying every day for the next. So what got me going down this journey, what got me going down this road is I started thinking to myself, I have a platform, I have a voice. There are things that I've learned over the years that I did not know, that I wish somebody would have made some videos and just encouraged me and motivated me and didn't try to sell me something, because that's what everyone's trying to sell you something, right? Just don't sell me anything. Just give me some content, give me some choices. Let's talk about our credit, right? Let's talk about real estate. And just even on that point, I'm not encouraging anybody to run out and buy a house. I know that the housing market is crazy right now. I completely understand how you look at a home and it's 700 square feet and they want $2 million. I have no idea how people are getting this money. I don't know I don't know how you can afford a $2 million home. And I'm making money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. But what we could do is we can start gentrifying our neighborhoods. We can start buying homes from Mima and Pop Pop. We don't have to sell out the house. There's somebody in your family who can qualify for that home. Now we got to get on the same accord and have the same strategy and the same energy to not backstab each other. Now that is a whole nother, I got to make a whole nother video on that. Answer me this if you're watching me. And I'm just using pieces of my life, man. I'm just using pieces of my life. How many of you watching me right now, grandma or great grandma passed away and we sold the house, right? 80,000. We thought that was some money. Comment down below. I gotta get you guys to engage. Okay, that's another part of what we're doing. Comment down below. Did y'all sell Big Mama's house for 80,000? If you're okay with it, put the amount that they sold the house for and put what it's worth now. I'm going to do my own video on this on my own family. My great grandmother's house, she bought that house for $10,000. That same house is still up in Alexandria today. That house is worth $700,000. My grandmother's house, she bought that house for $20,000, I think. No, it was a little bit more than that. 20, almost $30,000. That house today, we lost that house. That house is worth $600,000. My grandfather's house, my grandparents' homes, those homes today are worth, I'm not the only one. Put in the comments section. Just think about within your own family, just within your own family, just us, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, just right there, right? Each one of those homes. And just think, you had grandparents on each side, right? You had your dad's parents and your mom's parents. So that their homes plus your parents' homes. Each home now is close $600,000 to $700,000. What's 700? What, let's be modest. What's 600,000 times 4? I went to public school. You got to forgive me. I'm so sorry. What's 600? Let's just say the average house now is 600,000. That's $2.4 million, man. That's $2.4 million. We ain't even touched on your uncle's house that's no longer within the family. We ain't even talking about your aunt's house that's no longer in the family. We ain't even talking about your brother and sister who may have sold 1 or 2 homes. Do you understand how much money that have slid between our fingers as a culture? And I'm just talking about the houses. I ain't even got on anything else. I'm just talking about the houses. We've let that money slip between our fingers. All I'm saying is, let's stop the bleeding. Even right now, where those homes are worth $600,000, even while those homes, what do you think they're going to be worth in another 20 years? The house today that's $600,000 that we let slip away, how much is that house going to be worth in 20 years? $1 million? First Lady Security says, we don't believe in generational wealth anymore. Everyone is every man for himself. Yeah, definitely. Everybody's out for themselves. I'm saying let's stop doing that. I can't see your name too. It says the one by D. She said, I still have Big Mama's house, but it's costing money to, it looks like prep for renting. Yeah, my dad. So my dad still owns the house that we grew up in. He bought that for $23,000. That house today is worth $600,000. It's crazy to me that the house that I grew up in, which is it ain't even bigger than the investment house that I bought, is worth $600,000. Only because it's in historic Alexandria, right? It's in Delray. You know, it's crazy to me that somebody's paying my dad $3,000 to live in that house. You know, but there are parts of the country. There's Baltimore. We can buy investment property. There is Cleveland. There's Detroit. There's parts of Philly, Jersey. You know, there's still pockets that still have opportunity for us out there. There's mobile homes that we can purchase into. There's foreclosures. There's homes that have been burned down, homes that have been built. There's empty lots. There's so much land out there. But again, we have decided in our minds that the interest rates are too high. Can't afford it. Not going to do it. We're not going to do the due diligence of putting in the work to get back what we've lost. And I don't want to sound like that guy, right? I don't want to be that guy to tell you that we control $1.8 trillion. 1.8 trillion. Fourth largest economy in the world. And we are just consumers. We give our blessings away. We give away our generational work. We give away our power. I'm not saying that. You've heard it a million times. I don't want to spend time on talking about what we've done wrong. I want to spend time on talking about what we can do right. I want to spend time on talking about, is there somebody watching this video right now that would love to join together and create something? I'm not smart enough I'm smart enough to put this together and make this thing. I'm not smart enough to lead it. I'm not smart enough to do the spreadsheet. That's not my gift. God didn't bless me with that. I'm not smart enough to do the taxes. That's not my gift. I'm not smart enough that when we build this community that you can come to me and I can write you a prescription, because that's not my gift. I'm not smart enough that when we build this community that I want to be the sheriff of this town, because that's not my gift. But there has to be like-minded people out there with the same energy that believe like I believe and move like I move. And no, we don't need 10,000 people to move into the town. You know what I'm saying? If I could just find 50 people that could just come together, 10 people, 20 people, and move it beyond just typing on the keyboard because that feels good, because that strokes your appropriations, your cultural ego. Can we really do this? I mean, that's what I'm doing in my life every day. I'm coming. Told you, I go live on Facebook every day. I'm searching. It's like looking for signs of life. I'm sending out beacons of hope out into the universe. I'm looking for the needle in the haystack. Where are the people that want to come together? Do they exist? I want to buy more real estate. I want to get more property. Who can I do that with? I want to grow a bigger garden. Who can I do that with? Why can't I grow some tomatoes and you grow some lettuce and we just exchange those two things? Why does money have to be involved? When can we step out of their matrix, and why can we just barter on our own things? That's not illegal yet. It's not illegal for me to come over your house and bartend your event and you do my taxes. You know what I'm saying? That it's not illegal for me to take my porta potty and bring it to your event, and I don't know, you fix my garage, my garbage disposal. We didn't have to exchange money for that. You helped me, I helped you. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Different mindset, man. Different mindset. All right. What is your plan for 2025? They have a plan. They are putting things in place every single day. What are we going to do? When are we going to create our life insurance policies? When are we going to create our trust funds? I do not make a dime if you go out and get a life insurance policy. But just imagine the world. Imagine what the world would look like if each one of us had $1 million life insurance policy on our bodies. Do you think we'd be dropping like flies in the street? I think not. I think not. If you're watching this video right now, if you hung around me for this long, you want to know how you stop what's going on out here, you bust them in the pockets. I'm not marching no more. I'm not protesting. I'm moving my money. If you do not know, America is a corporation. You think you're in a country. You are not. You are in a corporation that is ran by a president and a board. And they're going to do whatever they need to do to keep the money and everything moving in their favor. They don't wake up thinking about you. Sorry to hurt your feelings. Sorry to alarm you. I know you think kumbaya, we're going to hug a tree and everybody going to kiss and come together. They are not thinking about us. So we make these small little strides, like on the 28th, we're going to black them out. We're not going to spend no money. You're still going to go back to spending money on the 1st. You think they care that you're not going to spend money on? Okay, so Target lost, reportedly, allegedly, Target lost $15 billion since they rolled back the DEI initiatives. And so we haven't been spending money with Target. How long do you think how long are we going to last on that? How long are we going to stand on business? I mean, I hope we do, but how long are we going to stand on business on that? They understand that we're going to go crawling back. Any good change that has come didn't happen because it was the right thing to do. Not in this country. It happened because the money stopped moving. Follow the money. Once the money stopped moving, laws started changing. Follow the money. Montgomery boycott. That lasted for 18 months. Can you imagine what Target would do if we stopped spending money with them for 18 months? Could you imagine what Gucci would do if we didn't spend money with them for 18 months? Could you imagine what Mercedes would do if we didn't spend money with them for 18 months? Could you imagine what Walmart would do if we didn't spend money with them for 18 months? Could you imagine what Costco would do if we didn't spend money with them for 18 months? Could you imagine what Netflix would do if we stopped our subscription, we stopped spending money with them for 18 months? Hit them in the pockets, because they're hitting you in the pockets. They're hitting us in the pocket. When they make that gas go up 30 cents, they could have easily brought it down. When they make the price of goods and services, the things for us to interact with, you're on the subway and the fare keeps going up. How come the fare keeps going up, but the ride is getting unsafe for me to travel to and from work? I got to keep my head on the swivel but the fare keeps going up. How come every time I jump on this highway and I need to go from point A to point B, now the toll is $20? It cost me $20 to jump in the express lane. Who came up with that number? It's just there's no toll. There's no person working a toll. I just go through and it jings my thing for $20 more. When it was $11 this time last year, now $20. Why? Where's the money going? What are we doing? What are we doing, y'all? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's only buy necessities. I think I see somebody say that. Tammy says, I'm only doing necessities. Let's do necessities. Can we only do necessities? Do you know that there are, let me show you here. I think I'm going to show you all on all these platforms. Do you know that there are apps out here? I'm going to show you. There are apps out here. I'm going to show you each one of these cameras, and it's probably going to be backwards. Can you guys see? You see that black dot or square? You see that box? Do you guys see that? Y'all see that? Those gift cards from Amazon that I've gotten. So I'm not going to stop shopping on Amazon. I'm going to use these apps to get these points, to get these gift cards, to buy my essential things on Amazon for free. That's one hack. I'm not gatekeeping the information, okay? I'm not gatekeeping the information. That's one app that I use to build points, to cash points in, to get a gift card, to apply to my Amazon account. So when I need my toothpaste, deodorant, lotion, toilet paper, paper towels, Amazon's going to deliver them to my door. I don't need to leave the house. They're going to deliver them to my door. Forget about the craziness that's happening in the world. Turn off the TV for a minute and let's not talk about politics or religion or some dividing thing that makes you and I not want to come to agreement. What happens when just a natural disaster happens? What happens when your power goes out for 3 days? What happens if you were forced out of your home? Flooding, tornado, just act of God. That case of water that we got down on the floor next to the refrigerator is not enough to survive on. The 2 cans of tuna fish that we have, and we're not going to have a can opener to get it open, that's not enough to survive on. And our families, guys, ladies, come on, y'all. We got to get back. We got to get back to eating. We got to get back to supplying for ourselves. We got to get back to self-sufficiency. We got to get back to abundance. We got to learn how to do these things. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. And yeah, we're going to have some difficult days in front of us. It's going to be a long, hard journey that we're going to have to do these things. But ladies and gentlemen, why not have it and not need it instead of needing it and not having it? How many times just what happens when the light goes out, right? Middle of the night, your power goes off. For an instant, for that fraction of a second, you're a little fearful because you don't know what just happened. It's happened to all of us. I'm not the only one. It's not going to be some singular event where it's just happening to me. Your lights go out, power goes down, grid goes down because a transformer blew, but you didn't know that. You look outside and all the lights dark. For a split second, you think to yourself, this is it. And you're not prepared for anything. Not talking about nothing crazy. You're not prepared. Why not get prepared right now while we have time? Right now, while we can strategize, right now when we can organize, right now when we can come together, right now when we can share information openly. Isn't it amazing how more people you were so mad at TikTok being taken away. But every single day, they're stripping our water. They're stripping the minerals out of our food. They're destroying our earth. The cost of living is skyrocketing out of control. We're being fed misinformation through these outlets, these medias. You don't know what the truth is anymore. You don't know who to trust. You think everybody's out to scam you. Let's go. Let's go. Does anybody have a concrete plan? Does anybody have a way of survival? Does anybody have a roadmap to freedom to get us out of this mess that we're headed towards? I'm asking. I'm using the platform that I have, and I'm openly asking, is there anybody else out there that can help us get out of this mess? Does anybody have constructive ways to help that doesn't cost an arm and a leg? That doesn't require you being my mentor, which doesn't require a workshop, which doesn't require me having to join a group? Or will somebody build a community like that? Can we build a community like that? Can we build a community of like-minded individuals that are willing to work together and not play around and not do it under the guise of like, yeah, I'm here for you, but when it hit the fan, I'm out. I see y'all looking, but I don't see y'all talking. I see y'all looking and I don't hear y'all talking. This feel like I'm a preacher. Am I preaching? Y'all listening to the preacher? Listen, I'm asking real questions, y'all. Talk back to me. Come on. Give me some real ways that we can work together. Give me some real things that we can do. Hey, Tamika said that's the multi-million-dollar question. All right, Tamika. All right. Here's some things that I said that I think do. First thing I think we should do is I think there's going to be so I'll go first. I'll look for some comments, but I'll go first. First thing think we definitely need to do is, like I said, I think we need to change our relationship with money. I don't care if you have $5 in your bank account or $5 million in your bank account. The next 2 years, in my opinion, which I thought, but I think it's going to be sooner, going to be very tight and stressful for us. We need to change our relationship with money. We need to fix our credit. That's number one. We need to change our relationship with money, and we need to fix our credit. Everybody should have, listen to me, man. Everybody listening and watching me, you should have a 700 credit score or higher. Yeah, 700 credit score or higher. That is the battleground. 700 credit score or higher. Nothing less. We're not settling for nothing less. 700. Somebody write in the comment section for me, 700 credit score or higher, please. If you do not have a 700 credit score, I will help you. I have an 830. I will tell you what I did. And if what I did doesn't work for you, I will point you in the direction of what I think works for you to get you to a higher level. Not an expert. I will just give you my thoughts. Either you do them or you don't. That's totally up on you. Somebody in the comment section, write 700. No. I see you say, Tamika, and I'm not. Yeah, there you go. I see you put 700 or higher. 700 credit score or higher. Because people are going to read that and they're going to say 700. They're going to think dollars. They're going to think $700. 700 credit score or higher. That's the baseline foundation. Okay. Baseline. All right. 2, everyone needs to have a life insurance policy. Everyone needs to have a life insurance policy. I don't care. I don't care if you get whole life term. I don't care. Every one of us, we need to insure our bodies just as well as we insure these cell phones. You got car insurance and don't have life insurance. I am not a life insurance agent. I'm not going to make a penny if you get life insurance. This is not, don't come on here. This is also not a platform for your life insurance agents that's trying to make some money. Talking about, well, just contact me if you've been quiet this whole live, but then when I mention life insurance, you jump in to try to get a sale. We're not building that. I'm not building that. You do your due diligence to go find somebody to sell you some life insurance. Get a policy. Get a policy. Everyone should have burial insurance as part of your life insurance policy. It is a crime. It is evil. It is impure if you don't have enough money to bury yourself. Even if my family is watching this, even if I lose everything, you hear me? Even if I lose everything, you better grab one of these credit cards and you better charge that coffin on my Platinum American Express card before they know I'm out of here. Okay? Everybody should have a burial policy. Just a basic burial policy. Get the cheapest one you can get. If it's $9 a month, you spend more than that at Chick-fil-A. Get you a burial policy. Okay? Number 4, everyone should create a trust fund. Does not matter what you own or don't own. I don't want to hear that I ain't got no possessions. You have a life. Your life is worth something. The breath in the air in your lungs is worth something. You all need to get a trust fund. These things that I'm telling you, I'm having the hardest time getting even my parents to do this because I can't force them to do it. My parents have lived on this earth. They've been through everything. I'm having conversations with them like, hey, man, mom, dad, need to get your life together. I'm good. I don't want nothing from you. But when you're not here no more, and when we go to that gravesite and we start lowering, everybody will be fighting over your combs and toothbrushes. Why not just take a minute and just write it down somewhere what you want done? Why have us in probate over your things when we can just take care of it now? It's going to be backwards. It's going to be backwards. My last will, living trust, and power of attorney. This is what I showed my son to come get when something happens to me. If you need a link for that, I will send you a link. Inbox me. I'll send you a link where you can go get that exact same thing that I have done. I'm not gatekeeping the information. If you want to create a living will and trust, which I'm trying to get my mother and father to do, which I cannot do, and I cannot force them to do it. And I'm not about to sit up here and fake their documents. We as a people, we as a culture, for some taboo reason, we don't like to deal with death until death happens. But a couple generations ahead of us, your grandparents paid for their funeral. Your grandparents paid for their headstones. Your grandparents told you exactly how they wanted their funeral to go. I'm not making this up. So how within 1 or 2 generations do we get away from this? What kind of programming have they done on you? How have they twisted the circuits in your brain to get you to not want to take care of your family when you're not here no more? Irresponsible. On every platform that I'm on right now, every platform that I have, I'm telling, if you're a friend of mine and I've known you and we've drank together, hung out together, got high together, chased women together, worked together, did all the crazy things, and you do not have a life insurance policy and you do not have a burial policy, I am telling you to your face, if you're watching this, I am not contributing to your GoFundMe account. I love you, but you are alive right now. You can go right now online. You ain't got to wait tomorrow. You can go online and buy a policy. But if I told you meet me at the bar right now, you'd meet me. If I said let's spark up, you'd meet me. If I said, yo, we got 2-man this tag team, you'd be there. I need you to have that same energy when it comes to your life, because that's how I roll. I'm rolling like that. 830 credit score. I got something that I want to protect. I feel like my life is valuable. I want to be here for another 50 years. I may not make it another 50 minutes. Whatever God decides, whatever happens, I need everything to be all right, or at least as close to okay as possible. Even look, this ain't some flex me showing you that I got this. This might not be 100% correct. I might have the wrong policy. I might not have enough coverage. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get something. Come on, man. We have the least. We've always made the most out of the least. Why stop now when it comes to your life? Why stop now when it comes to creating your business, creating your trust fund, getting your credit straight, getting a life insurance policy, fixing that car, repairing that relationship? Why, after everything we've been through, why do we come short on the stuff that we can knock out the park? Create a trust fund. All right, so y'all with me, right? Fix our credit, get a life insurance policy, get a burial policy, create a trust fund. All right, number 5, we need multiple streams of income. There was a time when one job was good, right? There was a time when college education was good. There was a time when you went to school, got a job, graduated, got your degree, got a good job, took care of your family for 40 years. Those days are over. Your job will fire you tomorrow. And before your obituary is printed in a newspaper, they're going to have your job up hiring. You ain't even in the ground and they replacing you. That's how precious that's how, like, your life is so short and so precious. Your friends are going to miss you for a week. After that, they are back to their lives, man. You have got to create multiple streams of income. And I don't even consider them multiple streams of income. I consider them multiple streams of blessings. You got to sell the t-shirts. You got to make the lemonade stand. You got to do the babysitting. You got to do the side hustle. You got to create the other business. You got to do the nonprofit stuff. You got to volunteer. You got to go to school for one thing in the daytime and work the thing at night for time. We live in a very unstable world and economy that will change on a dime on us. Are y'all still with me? Are you still with me? Yes or no? Are you still with me? Yes or no? This economy is going to change on us on a dime. The blink of an eye. Are you still with me? The life you're living today may not be the life you live tomorrow. It is imperative that you're listening to me. You have to create multiple streams of blessings, not income, okay? Don't focus on money. It's not money that is your goal. Money is not your focus. Blessings. You need to cover. You need to be covered. Your bills, all your needs need to be met. One paycheck may not cover that. I don't know everybody's financial situation, but one paycheck ain't enough. You need multiple streams of income coming in constantly. You should be showering your bank account. Oh my God, let me write that down. You need to have a baby shower. You need to have a baby shower. Your bank account is your baby. Your bank account is your baby. You should have multiple gifts, multiple blessings showering your bank accounts every single day, y'all. Every day. Sorry, I think they're trying to make sure I'm still on here. Sorry about that. Oh man. Why is it doing that? I don't know. I'm probably gonna lose TikTok because it's trying to get me to do a puzzle. Sorry, TikTok. I guess I don't know what that was about. It had to try to get me to do a puzzle to stay live on TikTok. Yo, so yeah, you have to have multiple streams of blessings, and your bank account has to be your baby shower. You want to shower your bank account every single day with multiple blessings. You need a drip of money. Think of it like a faucet, just every single day. I mean, I would love for it to be a waterfall of money, but if it is not, you need to create something that pays you every single day. Think of your bank account like an ATM or a vending machine. People are hitting the vending machine every day. They're just putting coins in there every day, but every single day you get a little bit of drip of money every day. Every day you get a little bit of drip of money. You got to get a little bit of drip every day in your bank account. So when those bills pop up, the unexpected things pop up, because something's going to happen. Y'all still with me? Your life is going to be going fantastic. And I don't wish anything ill or negative on anybody watching this. I'm not sending that energy out. What I am sending out is this. Something's going to happen. Your car is just going to stop working one day. It's going to cost thousands of dollars to fix whatever it needs fixed. You need to have that money squirreled away somewhere. That is why you create multiple blessings, multiple streams of blessings. So in one pocket over here, you've created something that can take care of that thing that happened. It's going to happen. Y'all with me, right? Y'all know it's going to happen, right? The rainy days are going to come. It's not going to be sunshine all throughout the entire year. A dark cloud is going to creep into your life. You got to be prepared for that dark cloud. It's coming. Multiple blessings. You have to create multiple blessings. All right. Number 6. Even though I'm saying these 1 through 4, 5, 6, they're not in some special order. Okay. Like you can design this however you want. The other thing that we have to do is I'm going to use the word increase our health. Increasing our health is not only the food we eat. Increasing our health is the people that we have around us. It's the energy we're taking into our ears. It's not just the things we're consuming within our mouth. It's the energy we're taking in. It's the energy that we're around. There's certain environments that you're just gonna have to remove yourself from. You may not be able to just go to so-and-so's house every Friday anymore. If you want to level up, being in certain environments may not be the most conducive thing for you to be in. If you think of yourself like a plant, you may not be in the right soil. Oh, check it. So here's a plant right here, right? If I'm not properly feeding this thing right, giving it the right amount of water, giving it the right amount of sunlight, which maybe it doesn't need direct sunlight, right? You're a plant. You got to figure out what's working best for you. What type of soil do you need to be planted in? You might be blocking your blessings and not being the best version of you because you're in the wrong environment. You're not getting the right amount of sunlight. Who's speaking positivity to you in your life? Who's giving words of affirmation to you to help you grow? Who's trimming back like a gardener? Who's trimming back those things that's help? When you cut back a little bit, you may not be able to extend yourself as far as you can because you're being held back by something that needs to be cut out in your life. At least that's what I thought about myself. At least that's a way that I changed a lot of things in my life. I had to let some people go. And I've said this multiple times on many other videos. it's not necessarily even about, if you're watching this and you were in my past, it wasn't even about me letting you go. I probably was stopping you from being the best version of you. So I removed myself out of your life in order for you to grow. I could have been holding you back from the best version of you that you could be. So we got to get healthy, y'all. Our health is, we got to get healthy. We have to have healthy relationships. We have to have healthy experiences. We got to go higher in our thinking, in our giving, in everything that we touch, everything that we do. What's going to happen out here within the next year? Let me ask you this, if you're still with me. And if you're watching this on the replay, cool. What do you think is going to happen in 2025? Do you think what's happening now is set up for us to win and succeed? Do you think we're coming together as a whole? Tell me your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? How healthy do you think we're going to be in the next 18 months? What do you think your finances are going to look like in the next 18 months? Do you think you're going to have more money in the bank in the next 18 months? I'm asking honestly. Do you think you're going to have more money in the bank in the next 18 months? Do you think you're going to travel more within the next 18 months? Do you think you're going to level up in some area of your life easily in the next 18 months? Yes or no? What do you think is going to happen? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to move into 2025 being the best version of you? Are you ready? If you're not subscribed, if you're not following, click the follow and subscribe button. We're going to be making more content like this. I'm going to start dropping bangers. I'm going to start dropping bangers of content. Are you ready? We need a name for it too, man. Maybe we should. I was thinking about calling it Projects 2025. You know how they say Project 2025? I was thinking about calling it Projects 2025. You know, we come from the projects, we come from the hood, you know, and I need to save my people, man. I need to save my people. God has blessed me with an amazing platform, with an amazing business. And in my mind right now, I'm just thinking that if I do this from my heart, and like I said, I'm not pitching anything. I haven't, like I said, like I've been talking for a whole hour. I didn't tell you Cash App me no money. I didn't tell you I was building anything, right? I've already created the life. I've been blessed enough to create the life that I've dreamed of. And I want to do more. I can't do more on my own. I want to be with other people that think like I think and move like I move. And so why not leverage the platform, and why not reach out and use the largest microphone that I have? If I could get a message out there to the world, why not use the gift that God gave me and spread that message through these platforms? I don't know. Listen, I've talked for an hour. I've talked for an hour. And I don't know if we have a plan. I don't know. I don't feel as though if anything were to happen tomorrow, that we're prepared for anything that could happen. I don't see people fixing their credit. I don't see people saving money. I don't see people getting life insurance policies. I don't see people getting trust. I don't see people building business. I don't see people, no one's hiring right now. It's tight in the market. I don't see money moving through our community. I see money moving, but I don't see it moving with us. What's our plan? What are our goals? $1.8 trillion. Where's that money going? How can we steer that money to helping rebuild our communities, or building better communities, or even building better bridges of communication or technology? Or I'm just wondering, why, if there's $1.8 trillion flowing in and out of our communities across the nation, why are we struggling so hard? I'm tired of shucking and jiving and working at Chitlin Circuit and doing these events. It's got to be a better way. There has to be. There has to be a better way. And I actively want to see if I can figure that out, even just for myself. Even right now, with 144,000 followers across all platforms, what does my life look like if I actively work to get that to 300,000 followers? If right now you guys are watching this on all these different platforms, I have 144,000 followers. What does my life begin to look like if I change the lives of 300,000 people? If I get to 300,000 people, and my message is this: to never give up. So if I'm telling 300,000 people, don't give up on yourself. If there's 300, there's 8 billion people in the world. I don't have to reach everyone. If there's another 150,000 people out there who are like me, who just said to themselves, I don't know. I said to myself, God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to fix this mess that I'm in. I need your help. I want a better life. I've taken my life as far as I can take it, and I can't do this on my own. What if there were another 150,000 people out there that I could help and give them the information that saved me? And instead of, I've been on this journey for almost 20 years, and knowing what I know now, if I could give you information that you could get a fast track, if you could bypass 20 years of struggling and take the information that I have in my head, and I could help somebody within 1 year change their entire life, I could take someone fresh off the street that just, as long as they have a desire to want to be better, as long as they're working to become greater, I can help that person become better than where they are. I'm not promising anything, but I can promise you that I can get you off your feet and into something. I could, at the very least, give you a roadmap. I cannot die with all this energy inside me. I don't think God kept me here this long for me to just fade to black and take all this knowledge with me, or information, or access, or I don't even know what the blessings. And even though I'm sitting there saying 144,000 people, I want to get 300,000 followers, I've lived enough life and I've poured into enough people, knowing that it could just be the one. It doesn't have to be the many. It could just be the one. There could be somebody out there right now who was just like me. You were on your knees and you were crying out to God, and you said, I need some help. I can't do this on my own. I can't figure it out. I've tried to figure it out. Everything that I try to do ain't working. I need your help. And all I'm saying is, everything that you've been through, every war that has been waged against you, every time you've been passed over, stabbed in the back, lied to, ran on, ran over, left for dead, forgotten about, scammed, you are still here. Do you hear me? You're still here. You're still breathing. You still have life, which means you still have a chance. And that's what I took. I took a second chance. I had taken some chances before, but this was completely different. I took everything I had and I bet on me. I said, God, do you hear me? And I feel like God said yes. And I said, okay, let's go then. Let's go. I didn't have no followers. I wasn't making hour-long content. I didn't have a book. I didn't have a 7-figure business. I wasn't doing multiple streams of income. I wasn't changing nobody's life. I was just trying to save myself. But thank God I did. Thank God I did change my life. Thank God I did believe in myself. Thank God I did want to have a better future. Thank God I did believe in abundance. Thank God I folded and got down on my knees and said thank you. And even now, and no matter where you see me going, no matter how many doors you're seeing open, no matter who you see me standing next to or whatever, I thank God for saving my life and putting me on a course where my parents can see me change my life. Amen. Amen. I wasn't horrible. I was just living in the moment. Living in the moment, man. He said, wait, you have a book. Yes, I have a book. I have a book called Never Give Up. It's a good book. It's a very good book. But now I'm sitting in a perspective and I've lived enough life and done enough stuff where I can like dispense this knowledge because I've applied the knowledge. And when people comment and when people inbox me and you send me these long messages, it tugs at my heart because I remember what it's like to be in a space where you can't pay your bills, where your car got repossessed, when your marriage ends, when you lose the connection with your children, when you get locked up, when people forget about you, when you know, it's not just the lowest points of life, but I know what it's like to be down. Count it out. But I also know what it's like to pick myself up from nothing, dust myself off, lick my wounds, look myself in the mirror and say, there's more to me than this. I also know what it feels like to get down on my knees and fold my hands and go deep within my soul and pray to God that there has to be a better version of me than what I am being. And whatever I got to do, God, I will work to become that man that you're showing me that I can be. And I believe I'm on that path because I don't do none of the crazy stuff I used to do before. And my life has completely changed. And if that can happen for me, I took an idea of Sugar Rim Bar. I took an idea that God blessed me with, and I turned that into a business where I employ other people. I turn that into, I can sit in my home and make this content for an hour and no one can tell me to turn this off. No one can tell me when I need to punch the clock and when I need to. Blessings on top of blessings. And I know that there are other people out there who are in the same predicament that I am, or not even the beginning part. There's some people out there where you've been on the journey and you've been faithful and you've been dedicated and you've done the discernment and you've done the tithing and you have the faith. And now you just feel like you're kind of in that hallway moment. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where, yeah, you ain't struggling like you used to, but you ain't really where you think you should be. You kind of in limbo. You know what I mean? You kind of just hanging out a little bit, and you've been talking to God, and you feeling like I don't know. God ain't really answering the prayers like God used to. Been there too. Never give up, man. You keep fighting. Man. So listen, I know I said I was gonna go, but I feel like I gotta put this out there. There are so many times when you're just one more try away from excellence. How many times have you sat at home and you didn't go to the event? And you thought to yourself, I should have went, right? I should have went. And then think about the other times you didn't want to go, but you went anyway. And in a sea of people, hundreds of people, thousands of people, dozens of people, you connected with someone. I'm talking about a genuine connection. Had you not have gone, you wouldn't have met that person. But something in you, it propelled you forward to go. Like I don't know why I'm going, but I'm going. And you made a genuine connection. How many times has that happened in your life? How many times have you had, and you knew this thing that you were going to do was going to change the world. Even if it didn't change the world, it would change your world. How many times have you had an amazing idea and you didn't act on it? And then you pick up your remote and you turn on the TV and the very thing that you thought that you didn't act on is now on TV. You get on your phone, you scroll, you doom scrolling, you scrolling, and that same idea that you had, somebody just launched it. You don't know who, you didn't talk to this person. The idea was in you. You released it to the energy and it went and grabbed somebody else. That's why I'm saying we got to move, y'all. We got to move. I'm not sitting on my blessings no more. I am not sitting on my blessings no more. I have lost too much. I have seen too much. All right. My vision is too crystal clear for me not to grab what God has got for me, man. And I pray that anybody watching this, that if you're in those situations, if that's some of the stuff that you're going through, I pray that you find your way out. I pray that God listens to your prayers, and I pray abundance to anybody watching this, because you shouldn't be struggling. Not in 2025. Now with access to all this internet and all this technology and everything, this is the best time to be alive. It's the best time to be alive. Even with them rolling stuff, best time to be alive. I would not pick any other time but now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make the most of it. Let's put our foot on the gas, all gas, no brakes. Let's change our lives. Amen. All right, y'all. Well, look, I've been talking for an hour. I appreciate y'all watching this. I will go live again, not tonight, but I'll go live again. I'm going to make more content like this. I'm going to leverage this platform that I have to create better content that I feel like I would have needed on day one when I lost everything. What would I tell myself if I could bend time and go back to when I was crying my eyeballs out on that bathroom floor? What are the words of encouragement that I would tell myself to get up off that floor and become the man that God called me to be? This is what I would say to myself. Fix your credit, level up your bank account, get your health together, get a life insurance policy, get a trust fund, pay off your debt, get a roof over your head, get a strong back, sit up straight, put your head up, look people in the eye, shake their hand firm, be a man, let's go. Playtime over with. Because they're not playing out here. All right. All right, man. I love y'all, man. Stay encouraged, stay motivated. Corey Brimmer, Sugar Rim Bar. If you have never seen anybody go from absolutely nothing, I'm talking about I was sleeping on the couch. You know what I'm saying? I was bumming rides to and from events to a multiple seven-figure business. If you're consuming any of my content, you're watching me do it every single day. Before I jump off here, something that I don't say too often is, and this isn't, guys, look, I'm even though I have 144,000 followers, I'm not trying to go viral. I mean, please share, please follow, but that's not why I'm doing this. I am doing this because this is what I am being who I needed. This is what would have helped me in the beginning when I didn't have any direction. No one was giving me advice. Everyone was trying to sell me something. It was always, what's in it for me? I'm going to spend an hour and a half of my time doing this because I know that there are people out there. You inbox me, you message me, you text me, you call me, you respond, you comment. My life was changed. I want to change yours. I don't need anything from you. I know I keep saying that, but we got to stop just existing. We have to stop talking about what we're going to do. We have to, like somebody watching this right now, you've been wanting to write a book. Write the book. Grammatical errors and all. You don't have the right photos. Write the book. Because the story that you have inside of you, which is the story that can help someone else, the same thing that you're going through, the same thing that's crushing you, the same thing that you survived, there's another person going through the exact mirror identical situation. They are ready to end their life. Your story of how you overcame, your story of trauma, your story of accomplishment can save someone else's life. That's real. You could, ladies, because 80% of my followers are women, there's another woman going through what you've gone through in life, and she is crying her soul out tonight. And you don't want to write the book because you don't know what to say. What would you tell yourself in that moment when you was going through whatever you went through? Write that. Does not have to be 900 pages. Just write it from your heart. Step out of your body, go back to when you were in that space, with the same space that she's in. How can she get out of that? What can she do to heal? Doesn't have to be a New York. My book is not a New York Times bestseller. But I know in that book, there are 6 pages in that book that can change anybody's life. I stamp that. You talking about standing on business? I stand on that business. There are 6 pages in my book that can change anyone's life if they do the things that's in that book. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Thank y'all for watching these videos, man. Listen, man, stay encouraged, stay motivated. Corey Berman, Sugar and Bob. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to close out here, and then once I close out here, I'll close out all these other platforms. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.